for Friday the 30th of April. I am Sirit Ponsathamawong in Vientiane capital. In our top stories, Lao Front plans 60th anniversary celebrations. Trade Union Federation stresses workers' right ahead of Labor Day. EU offers funding for poverty reduction in Laos. Government announces Labor Day holiday for Monday. Thousands expected for Labor Day celebration. And now we begin firstly with former Deputy Minister mourned by leaders. Government leaders yesterday paid tribute to the life of former Deputy Minister of the National Defense, Major General Sompet Thipmala. The funeral ceremony of Major General Sompet Thipmala held at 1 p.m. yesterday at Thep Nimit or That Phun Temple. General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party and President of the Lao PDR, Jumali Sanyason, led a large group of political officials attending the ceremony. Major General Sompet was a member of the party's Central Committee, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th Congress, as well as a former governor of Vientiane Province and head of Sai Somboon Special Zone. He passed away on Monday, aged 69. The Lao Front for National Construction, calls LFNC, plans to celebrate its upcoming 60th anniversary on August 13th by organizing a number of activities. A news conference was held on Thursday to outline preparation for the events. LFNC Standing Vice President Dong Yeuthaw urged media personnel to actively participate in preparation efforts by promoting events and activities related to the LFNC's history and work, as well as the upcoming celebrations.
เกี่ยวกับการกาเทียมเฉลิมฉลอง 60 ปีวันสร้างตั้งแนวสร้างศาสตร์คือวันที่ 13 เดือน 8 1950
Dong Yeuthaw, who is also chairman of the committee responsible for organizing the event, informed the gathered media about the main activities currently underway in preparation for the organization's anniversary. Vice President of the Lao Journalists Association, Somsanuk Misai, called on all media organizations to contribute to the upcoming anniversary by informing the public about planned activities and promoting the role and achievements of the LFNC over the past 60 years. Director of the Ministry of Information and Culture's Performing Arts Department, Saisavat Singh Namwong, outlined the requirements for the song to be selected. He said it should recount the LFNC's role in national solidarity and mobilization to be reflected in the song's content, music and style. Lao Trade Union Federation Vice President Simun Kunlasi, ahead of Labor Day, offered a lecture to the Ministry of Information and Culture's officials, marking the 124th anniversary of International Labor Day, tomorrow the 1st of May, and promotes workers' rights.
Simun Kunlasi, Vice President of the Lao Trade Union Federation, stated at the lecture held this morning at the National Culture Hall in Vientiane capital that people celebrate the International Labor Day is not for celebrating a victory, but for workers' rights. He said factory staffs have to work hard to boost their earnings with wages tied to productivity, adding the Federation is also calling on employers to increase the minimum wage for all workers. For several years, the Federation, the only organization representing workers in Laos, has been working to get fair wages and working conditions for its members, but has been stifled by a lack of cooperation from other sectors. Simun Kunlasi encouraged workers to increase their solidarity, further the cause of democracy, and advance social equality in their workplaces. He said the Federation will mobilize workers to boost union membership, organize workers' training programs, and spread understanding of politics, laws, and regulations. According to Simun Kunlasi, fulfilling work contracts and obligations as citizens and developing workers' rights and democracy in line with the law is the responsibility of all workers, and the Federation will continue to work to protect the legitimate rights and interests of trade unionists, workers and laborers by monitoring and inspecting the implementation of the policies of the party and laws and regulations of the state and of other trade union organizations which relate to the rights and interests of laborers.
The European Commission calls EU has made available a total of 5.3 million euros, or about 58 billion kip, in 2010 for new projects selected through 2 ongoing calls for proposals in support of civil society and local authorities' initiatives. The project will contribute to poverty reduction and human rights initiatives in Laos.
Representatives from NGOs, government organizations, and local authorities from various provinces yesterday gathered in Vientiane to learn about the guideline concerning the project proposal. According to Jacques Defer of the EU delegation to Laos, Henry Prankard, 5 million euros are being provided through the EU's program for support to non-state bodies and local authorities involved in development, including the pursuit of the Millennium Development Goals. Henry Pranger disclosed that the EU has a long-term commitment to promoting human rights and democracy and conflict prevention around the globe through the European Initiative for Democracy and Human Rights Program, and the Lao PDR is one of the focal countries under this program. The guidelines for ongoing calls for proposals are published on the EU's delegation's website. The guidelines can also be obtained at the office of the EU delegation in Vientiane.
After the break, we have government announces Labor Day holiday for Monday. The government secretariat has announced a public holiday for all government agency on May 3rd, in compensation for a Labor Day falling on a Saturday. The announcement from the Secretariat informed ministers, head central equivalent organizations, the Vientiane major and provincial governors that because this year's Labor Day is on a Saturday, the official holiday will be shirted on Monday. The announcement followed Article 28 of the Decree on Implementation of the Lao Labor of Prime Minister's Office, issued on December 12, 1995. Thousands of people are expected to join the walk from Patusai Monument to the Presidential Palace, also known as Hong Kam in Vientiane, on Saturday morning to celebrate the International Labor Day on May 1st.
The Lao Trade Union this week announced events to mark the day in Vientiane. Provinces nationwide will also hold activities to celebrate the day, which this year marks its 124th anniversary. The union announced that this year's activities will include cleaning public parks, sports arenas, and other sites. All branches of the union nationwide will give lectures on the history of the day, labor laws, and trade union laws. The branches will also meet to evaluate their past year's work and to plan for the coming year. In Vientiane, activities will include quiz shows, labor skills competitions, cultural shows, and sports contests.
Before we wrap up, Australian Development Scholarship, or ADS, and Australian Leadership Awards, known as ALA, are now open for applications for those who are interested in studying in Australia. Please apply for TAFE, Bachelor, or Master's Award. Application for ADS closes on Friday the 7th of May, and application for ALA closes on Wednesday the 30th of June. For more information and to obtain application forms, please contact Lao Australian Scholarship Office at Vientiane College, 23 Rue Singha, Vientiane, on 021-414-873, or email at adscontact@vientianecollege.com. Information also available on Lao Australian Scholarship website at www.lao-australianscholarships.com. Until we meet again, I'm Sirit Ponsa Tamavong and the news team here in Vientiane Capital. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please take care and do have a great weekend. Goodbye for now.